Hello and welcome to the Real Estate Regroup Show. I am your host, LJ Walker, a real estate investor helping you realize your dreams of owning a home or investing in one. So there's a question that I often see. It's recently been modified a little bit, so I just wanted to address it. In the question, it says, what would you rather have? A 750 credit score, $750,000, or 750 acres of land? Which one should you choose? So I'm going to kind of break it down, the benefits of each one, and then wrap it all up at the end. All right, so what are the benefits of having a 750 credit score? Some jobs, particularly those where you're dealing directly with money, they like to see a high credit score. And many times, if that is what you have, 750, that will look very favorable to them. It'll give you a leg up or an edge up on your competitors, okay? The next thing to know is that when you have 750 credit score, it will definitely be a lot easier for you to get a loan from the bank, purchase a home, or get a business loan, right? What some people probably don't know, though, is that when you have a credit score of that amount, you can actually leverage it with others who may not have pristine credit, but they may have skills and they may have some cash where they can actually buy property and fix and flip it, but they can't get that loan because of the credit. So they'll be shopping for credit partners. Where do you get to meet those type of people? You would have to get up and go to one of the real estate meetup groups, one of the real estate associations that are out there. That's where you would actually meet, and you would have to actually, go there more than once and network your way through. And that's where you would meet people, where you would get that opportunity, or where that opportunity will be presented to you, and you can decide for yourself whether or not you would want to go ahead with this person on a particular deal or not. A lot of times when you have that credit score, just that score alone, no money behind it, a lot of times when you go into those deals, you actually will get 50%, which is great. The only thing is, if anything goes wrong, drastically wrong, it could mess up your credit score. So you do have to be careful, because you are the most vulnerable one in the deal, believe it or not. The other thing is this: a lot of people, they have the 750 credit score, but they're not exactly financially free. Many of them still work jobs that they don't like. So the question about having a 750 credit score as though that is the end all to be all may be a little misleading, okay? So then the next option they give is $750,000. Well, let me say this. What's the benefit? Do I even need to say what it is? First of all, if you have $750,000, as many of you know, you can pay off all your debt if you have any. Right? Typically, most people, their debts is not that high, but yeah, $750,000 will take care of most people. Okay. You can also either, with that amount of money, make a down payment on a home or an apartment building or a storage facility, right? Commercial property. Or you can actually buy the property outright, depending on where the property is located, how you buy the property, things like that. The thing is, with money kind of depreciates in a way, meaning once you get it, it's good to spend it, or it's good to, let me rephrase that, it's good to invest it as soon as possible. And I don't mean just dropping it into the bank. Because first of all, the bank interest rate is still not high enough. That's number one. Number two, the bank charge you fees, And number three, the bank only insures up to like $100,000 or 150 or something like that. It's not going to insure 750,000. So you would have to put it in like different banks. Okay. So that's the thing. Another thing too is many people unfortunately will spend the money instead of investing it. And they'll spend it on things that will impress others instead of keeping themselves and their family eating for the rest of their life, as well as, keep a roof over their head and also grant them good education. So that's the only thing with money, is that a lot of times it's mismanaged, right? And then your last option, 750 acres of land. Now, many of you would say, oh, you're in real estate, so you probably would choose the land. Here's the thing. They didn't say exactly where the land was located. And what I know about land is this. Land in New York does not have the same value as land in Georgia. Okay. They also did not indicate what was on the land, like what type of land. Like, is it swamp? Is there sinking sand? Is it undeveloped or developed? All of those play a factor on the exact value of the land. I don't want 750 acres and there be a swamp on it or sinking sand on it. You understand me? So that things like that was missing. I didn't know whether or not there was electric lines on it, whether or not there was a river on there. Okay, so that's my little thing with it. But listen, 750 acres of land a lot of times is worth more if it's the right land in the right location. A lot of times it will be worth more than $750,000. On top of that, with land, depending on how it's zoned, you could possibly grow food on there, or you can grow trees and sell the lumber, right? You can get a lot of grants from the Department of Agriculture, from Green Thumb, to do a number of things with it. Then you have companies that will also pay you to put their satellite dishes on, right? So, there's a lot of good when it comes with buying land. There's a lot of pluses, but the way the question is posed, it's just difficult for me to really say which one I would prefer. I am leaning more, honestly, towards the money and the land. But I just wanted to give you some things to consider, and for you guys to realize that unfortunately they kind of left a lot of things out. Another thing that I wanted to point out is this. You can have it, but if you don't know what to do with it and how to manage it, then guess what? It's kind of worthless, to be honest with you. And then the other thing that I think is also important is, who do you know? Who in your network do you know that you can reach out to assist you with, whichever category you find yourself in? Because like I stated before, there's a lot of people who have that 750 credit score and they're working jobs that they don't like. They're living lives that they're not happy with. They don't know that they can be a partner and make enough money to leave their job on maybe like 4 deals and then leave their job. They don't know that. There are a lot of people who win the lottery. Many of them win more than $750,000. And then they lose all of that money within, let's say, 5 years. It doesn't last them long because, again, they don't know what to do with it. They may be around some shady individuals, right? That just, take money away from them. And to be honest, you can even be educated and still have shady individuals entice you and take your money away. And then next you have land. Okay, and again, there's just so many different factors with land. So yes, all of these things are good, but it's kind of no good if you don't know what to do, how to do, and who can help you with what to do and how to do it. All right, so that's basically my 2 cents on that particular question. Feel free to share this amongst your friends. Remember, each one reach one, teach one. And if you want to share below which one you would choose and why you would choose it and what you would do with it, so that we all can learn together, that would be wonderful. All right, so again, feel free to share this, and until next time, have a good night.